right, here we go. We got episode 14 coming at you. It's Friday, the 25th or 26th, I think. It's the day after Thanksgiving. So Thanksgiving was yesterday. So, yeah. Hope you had a good Thanksgiving. Hope everybody's doing cool. Uh, I haven't done an episode in like a month just because I haven't really had that much to fucking riff about lately. Like, I haven't had work in uh almost like 30 days now, just because there hasn't been anything going on at the bar. And then I don't know, just like haven't been making a bunch of money either, so I've fucking been spending as little money as possible. So I'm just gonna like sit around at home and fucking try to figure out the perfect recipe for rice or whatever I've been doing lately. Ah, we went to Thanksgiving yesterday. It was cool. Had a good time. My mom made a bunch of Mexican food that I feel like Mexican people would have thought was so bland, but it was good. It was okay. She made like a sweet potato quesadilla. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. Um, Anywho, yeah. Thanksgiving just happened. Fucking got to see my brother. Him and I went on a hike recently, which is fun. I've been trying to like hang out with him a little more, a little dickhead. He's a good guy. Uh, he just bought a he just bought himself a new car, which is cool. Fucking, there's two new little Doberman puppies over at my mom's house too, so the whole house is just like a fucking Chuck E. Cheese or something. I don't know. It's crazy. There's just like little things scurrying around all the time. I'm always stepping on shit or running into things. It was cute. Uh, yeah. Man, you guys ever wonder uh, how many mice die every day at Disneyland? And I know that sounds awful, but like, all I'm saying is a place like Disney World or Disneyland, it's like they've got to have exterminators, right? Like, there's like rats and mice and shit, and like we're not talking ratatouille rats either. We're talking fucking pizza rat rats, and it's like that dude. I don't know what's the gig there. Like, you come in to be fucking exterminator of a mice themed kingdom. Like, what a mind fuck. Do you have to let all the mice go? What's the deal? And also, are you like a total sellout to all the other exterminators? It seems really weird. I don't know. Like, you're working for the enemy, or fucking, uh, it'd be like working at fucking, In and Out on the grill line, but you're a vegan or something. It'd just be like, what am I doing here? This is the enemy. Do you think they have to wear the mouse ears while they're on the property? Ooh, speaking of In and Out though, um, I don't know if any of you guys are into like protesting or, standing up for what's right in this country, or like making your voice heard, or, standing up for the little guy or anything like that. But I used to be pretty disheartened by the idea of like protesting and stuff like that, because I just didn't really see it being like um as functional as it seems like when you're younger. It just seems like a lot of fucking disruption more than anything else. But I was driving past this protest a couple years ago, and it was in front of the federal courthouse downtown. And I can't remember if it was pro-Trump or anti-Trump or Trump's not real, he's a robot or something. I don't know. It had something to do with Trump. But I drove by and they were all trying to get all the cars to like honk and, be on board and stuff. And I rolled my window down and I was like, man, my horn doesn't work. And they were like, oh, it's all good, man. It's cool that you're here. And then I just started shouting at these people. I was like, move in and out downtown. Move in and out downtown. And they looked at me like I didn't get it or something. Like I didn't understand what the protest was all about, or I didn't understand, like I wasn't taking it seriously or something. And and they kind of like booed me and like had me drive along and stuff. They were not into it at all. And I just remember being like, see, this is why I can't get on board with any of this shit. It's because you still have to be on somebody else's agenda and this and that. I'm just trying to stand up for what I believe in. And I kind of forgot about that for a few years, but they are moving an In and Out downtown this year. It's supposed to be open next month. And so I just wanted to say to anybody out there who feels like, they're not making a dent in this world, or like what they do doesn't matter, you just keep driving, baby. Because you just got to be the change in the world that you want to see. Like, I almost forgot about all that, but it seems like a miracle now. You got to just start small and fucking work your way towards the goal. Animal style. What do you call a spare tire that you have to rent? A Hertz donut, and then you punch the person in the arm. Oh boy. I'm not even going to apologize for that one. Uh, I've had too much coffee, and I ate a bunch of like cheese last night, and I'm sitting out here trying to fucking smoke a cigarette in the fucking alley and record this, but I'm like shivering and sweating at the same time. It's fucking gross. I hate this feeling. I think I've had too much coffee too, or not enough. I can't remember how that works. I still have no equipment, so I'm just recording this shit on my AirPods still. Uh, I'm working on it, okay? Get off my ass. Fucking, it's been a rough month, sorta. My ex-girlfriend's birthday happened, and I haven't really talked to her since we broke up. And I don't know, I went out and bought her a birthday present, which was fucking a stupid idea. Like, as soon as I bought it and was driving back with it, I was like, I'm not going to give this to her. Not because she doesn't, like, I don't want to give it to her or anything. It seems like it'd be fucking weird to just hit you up and give you a present after not talking to you for 2 months. But I do miss her, even just as, like, a fucking friend that I used to talk to all the time and stuff. But yeah, I bought, I bought her a butterfly knife because she's like hella into knives, and I was gonna like keep it in the box and just fucking wrap it up and shit. And then like 2 hours into staring at it, I was like, I want to play with that, and I opened it up, and now I got a bunch of cuts all over my fucking hands because I don't uh, really like watch any videos or read any instructions before I fuck with things. So yeah, then I got a bunch of blood all over the knife. Had to wash it. It was a whole thing. It was a big bad thing. Uh, so long story short, I have an extra knife that I'm terrified to use now. Uh, if anybody wants to buy a used blood-soaked blade, hit me up. So yeah, I was just sitting there covered in my own blood, fucking debating on whether or not I was gonna say happy birthday to this person or not, which I didn't, and I kind of regret now, but it's too late. Uh, but my buddy Ryan hit me up, who is The fucking champ, dude. That dude just fucking got into a really gnarly motorcycle accident a couple months ago. That's kind of what I've been doing all month too, is just hanging out with him, watching a bunch of movies and stuff. But he's holed up in his bed because he got into a super bad little crash on his motorcycle. Fucking ended up uh, having to get his toes amputated off his foot because he got into such. Oh, it's freaking gnarly, man. I felt so bad for him. I had a dream the other night that I found his toes like in a waste basket, and they had like these big 9-inch nails running through them from where the doctor like tried to reattach them, but they were all like gnarled and purple and shit. And then in my dream, I had like this hella bad anxiety of like, fuck, I'm not supposed to know these are here or something, or like Ryan's gonna be mad at me because of this toe thing. And I told him the dream, and he was just like, dude, no, I don't know. It was just weird. I've been having a bunch of dreams lately. I haven't been smoking as much weed as I usually do. I used to smoke weed right before I went to bed, like almost every night. Lately, I haven't been doing that. And my dreams have just been fucking crazy lately, and I can't even remember them. I'll wake up and I'll be like, I'll never forget that. And then I'll fall back asleep and it's gone. But I want to say the other night I must have had like 5 or 6 dreams in one sleeping session, like, and woke up and then gone back into another one every time. It was crazy. Fucking. But anywho, so I'm sitting around debating whether or not to hit up my ex, and then Ryan hits me up, and he's like, "Hey man, I bought this ticket to go see Bill Burr, which is tonight, but I'm holed up in my bed and I'm not going to be able to make it. So if you want it, I can send it over to you on the phone." And I was just like, "Dude, actually, yeah, that sounds awesome. I fucking love Bill Burr. I think he's hilarious. I love his podcast and his stand up a lot. Fucking, and I haven't gone to do anything in so long that I don't know, I was like, this is just crazy enough to work. I'm gonna go, you know? And so I went down there. Uh, it was at GSR, which is like the biggest casino in town. And I get there, and there's this fucking absolutely insane line to get into Bill Burr. Like, it's all on the inside of the casino, but it wraps around the casino twice, around the whole inside of the casino. It took me forever just to find the end of it. And like, I got in the line and was just like, fuck it, I don't want to do this. I have a bunch of anxiety. I don't want to do this for some reason. And then the line started moving. I just stayed in there. I didn't leave. I went to the show. And I'm glad I did. It was fucking awesome. I ended up buying a big old $15 Modelo and sitting in between these two couples where I was sided by the girlfriends on both sides, and they were both on like clearly like a first or second date. I don't know. The girl to my right fucking hated the comedy. It was hilarious. Like, anytime he would rip on a girl, she'd like cross her arms and start like literally retorting back at him as if it was a conversation. And then the second he'd flip the joke around about being about guys or something like that, she'd be like, "Mm-hmm, that's right, that's right, that's what I'm talking about," and like start clap. I don't know. She was going crazy. And then she started just legitimately arguing with him. And we're in like the way back, like he can't hear us or anything. And everyone around me starts shushing this chick. And she's like starting to scowl at everybody and be like, "Don't shush me." And like the shushing just gets worse, which, by the way, there's no better way to set off a fucking uh, powerful woman than to shush her. Even if it's, especially if it's like other girls and shit too. Oh my God. So she like lost her mind and starts like arguing with everybody around us, like leans into me and is like, "Can you believe this?" And I was just like, "You're ruining this right now." And she like scoffed at me and then made her date get up, and like they left. I felt bad for him because he was totally having a good time. But at the same time, I was like, "Get the fuck away from me." And and I was really hoping they were going to leave their beers, but they didn't. But anyway, the show was fucking awesome. I thought Bill was great. it's cool to see a celebrity or like somebody who you consider a celebrity and they're like tall. Or for me, that's cool. I feel like every celebrity I've ever met has been like shockingly tiny to me, where I'm just like, wait, no, you're the dude who does like martial arts and shit. What the fuck? But it was cool to see Bill. He was fucking tall. He was funny. He had this really good joke about Sean Connery and Coco Chanel and like Nazis and shit. It was really good. Fucking totally worth it. I'm glad I went to go do it too. It was cool to be in like a room full of people that were all like, I don't know, it felt normal. It felt nice and cool. Oh, I remember why the girl got up. She got up because he started making fun of Californians specifically, and she was from California and was just like, "No, we don't take shit like that, fucking." And we like, you're lucky that we are here and all this. I don't know. She was just saying all this shit as if Bill Burr was speaking for Reno against California. But I was actually on his side too. I was like, I don't know. Lately, the fucking streets are just flooded with fucking retards who need to speed if there's someone in front of them, but if there's no one in front of them, they can just fucking stop in the middle of an intersection and like fucking re-dread their hair or whatever the fuck they do. I don't know. I personally hate the Midtown section of Reno lately. It's just like a little mini fucking gaslight district of Sacramento or something like that is like what they're trying to build up, but it's just a fucking hellscape of yoga pants and no parking. Fucking $22 hamburgers. But Californians aside, it was fucking great. Thank you, Ryan, so much for those fucking tickets. If you ever hear this, I love you, bro. You're the best. The robot marijuana company Kynd hit me up again to invite me to come in and interview for some positions, even though I never applied there, and they fired me. And I have harassed their HR department for the last 3 months about an Amazon gift card that I still haven't received. I'm almost over it. I want that fucking gift card though, baby. I had a dream that was like, it was kind of a boring dream because it was like a memory dream. It wasn't anything like, I don't know, it was just like a memory that I was reliving in a dream. But it was from like, I want to say like 2017 or something like that when I was dating this one girl. And I don't know how, but I fucked up my license really bad and I ended up getting pulled over up in Tahoe. And the dude was like, dude, your license is suspended. You're not even allowed to be driving. I'm supposed to arrest you right now. And I was like, what? No way. And then he totally arrested me, and I had to spend like 4 hours in the jail up there. Those guys were super cool too. They didn't even make me like put on weird outfit or anything like that. They just let me chill in the lobby, which is probably against the rules. And then I remember they made me like put one of the jail shirts on over my outfit because they forgot to take my picture on the way in. So like on the way out, when they let me go, they were just like, "Oh shit, dude, will you put this shirt on and take a picture real quick?" I don't know, it was kind of funny. I feel like I would like to see that picture because I bet the expression on my face is a lot less like, "Oh, I'm going into the slammer," and a lot more like, "Ah, I'm out of the slammer." Hell yeah. But anywho, they let me go and they let me keep my truck too. They were supposed to impound my truck, but they just parked it somewhere weird and then they drove me back to my truck after getting me all ticketed up. And we're just like, hey, get out of here. Fucking keep this ticket with you in case you get pulled over again on the way out. And then I did get pulled over again and had to show the dude the ticket. He was about to arrest me again. Then he called the dudes and they let me go. But that was just like a very long day up at the lake. And then the next day I went in to go uh, see about getting my license redone. And they were like, oh, you have to retake the test. I was like, what? Fucking, I think I was like 30 at the time. I was like, what? Or no, I was probably like 28. But I I did all the paperwork, did the fucking online thing and then sat for like a driver's test. And I had to take the driver's test in my girlfriend's car because my truck was, there was something wrong with my truck. Like the horn doesn't work. So they won't let you take a driver's test in a car like that. But we take the driver's test. The the girl that gave me my driver's test was just like an absolute robot. I tried to like have like an adult conversation with her the whole time, and she like literally like mm the whole time. And then we get through the whole thing, and I accidentally fucking switched lanes in a crosswalk, and she like brought it up when I did it. She was like, "Ooh, that's really bad," and I was like, "Damn it." And it's so lame to make like a mistake when you've been driving for like 10 years already and somebody's like, oh, you're not supposed to do that. I'm going to mark that down. And I was like, oh, I'm pretty sure I'm going to fail this test because I just did that. But we still had to do like the whole rest of the test. And so we're driving around and then we get to this one intersection that's like this hella busy intersection in town, and we're turning left, and I go left, and the car that's directly across from us just guns it through the intersection like they thought they had a green light to go straight. And I literally saved our lives. Like this dude would have T-boned us so bad, and I fucking just like gunned it out of his way and did this little S move to avoid him. He did like a screeching like thing, like he would have fucked us up super bad, and he would have hit her side of the car too, like the passenger side of the car. And like we got through that, and I just like looked at her and I was like, "Oh my God, I'm sorry, that was crazy." And she was like, "No, you did perfect. Like, thank you." And like at that point, I was like, "Okay, this chick's definitely got to pass me." Like I just proved that I fucked up in the crosswalk, but I proved that I can move when I need to. And we get back, and she waits until we get all the way back, and she goes, "So unfortunately, we're not going to let you leave today with a license." Blah 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 blah. I was furious. I seriously was like looking at her. I was like, "Bitch, I saved you. I saved us." She just like robot stared me down. It's just like, "Well, you did the crosswalk thing, and the crosswalk thing equals no, no, no." Even though I've clearly proven that I can drive in this fucking society, and I'm not even saying I'm a good driver. I'm kind of a bad driver, but I was a good driver that day for the most part. So I remember I come home, my girlfriend's mega pissed at me because she's like, "You failed your driver's test, like this and that," and just doesn't understand, which is fair. It looks bad, and I wasn't doing good anyways. I was an adult who like didn't have a driver's license and shit. It was fucking lame. So I go in the next day, and the next day I don't have an appointment, but I just you can like sit and wait in the driver's test area, and if somebody else doesn't show up, you can take their spot. So I did that. I read a whole book while I was there. I think I was there for like 7 hours. And I read an entire book in like 4 hours, was fucking bored to death, was just about to leave because they were like getting close to closing. And I totally got squeaked in right at the end. And I got the exact same chick, and she didn't even act like she I don't even think she did remember me at all, actually. She didn't even like look at me or have any sort of facial expression or anything that would like lead you to believe like, oh yeah, we've seen each other in this world before. But anywho, we did the driver's test, and then I was just a total fucking Nazi that time. I put on fucking Metallica, and I just fucking didn't say anything to her, and I did some like annoying like look this way, look that way, look this way again, look that way, two more times, then go. I was like, I was on grandma mode. Anywho, I passed the test. They can't keep me off the road. And I've seen that lady since too. I want to say she came in and got coffee from me and didn't recognize me again. I was just like, God damn it, woman. The hike me and my brother went on was pretty fun. I tried to gas him out and just like make him ask me for a break, but he totally kept up with me the whole time. He was a champ. And he was having such a good time. We'd be passing people, and like everyone's always really friendly when you're hiking and like wants to talk and let you pet their dogs and shit. And like he was like, "Oh my God, everyone's so nice. This is so fun." I was just like, Fuck these people, dude, with their stupid, weird, straight across the line smile and the fucking let's talk about the weather and our hiking gear. I don't know, drives me crazy. I'm probably like the closest thing to a hobo you're gonna see on like a hard hiking trail, where I'm just like fucking smoking as you come up to me and spitting on the ground. And they're like, "Oh, it's a beautiful day, isn't it?" I'm like, "Excuse me. Do you think if I turned around right now, I could make it to in and I could make it back to the car and make it to in and out before they close?" and and then I'll usually ask them for some of their food and water, and or if they have any money or anything like that. And that's my move. That's the guy I like to be, because I like to be miserable on a hike. I don't like to be up there fucking acting. I don't know, feeling like I'm talking to the neighbors, taking the trash out and shit. Like I'm up there to be miserable and scared and alone. And yeah, that's my MO up there. I don't know. Drives me crazy. I like it when you pass like the weird guy who's been out there for fucking way too long. Like he's been out there camping or some shit, and he's got like the 1,000 yard stare, and he's got his hand on his knife as he passes you. I like that guy. I trust that guy. I don't trust the fucking super smiley like family of four with the kid and the dog and all that. No, those are the people that are gonna fucking tie you up and do some weird shit to you out in the woods. I swear to God, fuck them. Freaks. And the worst is and they'll be all like in good shape too. Like you won't even be able to pass these people because they've all been working out their whole lives and going to fucking volleyball camp and shit. Good for them. Man, you know what really brings the rebel out in me? I tell you what, like, when I really feel like standing up for myself is when you're in like a modern car and the car tells you to put your fucking seatbelt on. And you were like, maybe you were gonna too. You were going to. You just don't have it on yet. And the car's like, beep, 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 beep. Oh my God. That is like the least, that's not the way technology is supposed to work. That shit isn't. And it's cool. I get it. You gotta have all that stuff in there. But that irritates me so bad that I will connect the seatbelt behind me just so that I feel like I beat the car a little bit. You know what I mean? Like I will, instead of putting the seatbelt on, which is what I was gonna do, just so that the car can't have told me what to do, I will reach behind me and click it in and then sit on top of the seatbelt. So I don't know. I feel like that's kind of the opposite intended effect. And maybe that's a me issue, but I'm fucking sick of the beeping. You gotta knock that shit off in the modern cars, dude. There needs to be like an option to turn it off at least. This is America. Speaking of America, apparently this fucking Rittenhouse story about these fucking white kids that all shot each other in the middle of a fucking race riot is like the most culturally important story in the world right now. He just got found innocent on all charges, apparently. Even though there's like footage of the entire thing, everybody's like jaw is dropped by the fucking verdict. I don't know. It's blowing my mind. I've seen fucking way too much shit about it on my goddamn internet, and you know what I haven't seen anything about on the goddamn internet though is the Ghislaine Maxwell's trials starting today. And these are both like subjects that I am nowhere near an expert in any capacity. But I just think it's interesting that like everyone in my town and stuff who's got like something woke to say about the world situation or the country situation all has something to say about this Rittenhouse fucking pudgy white fucking kid with the assault rifle who fucking shot a pedophile apparently. Um, but nobody's got anything to say about this fucking like bougie model pimp lady who was the bookkeeper for a fucking cabal of fucking billionaire pedophiles who own an island with a replica of Solomon's Temple on it, which is like fucking some actual true detective shit. This should have been like the coolest fucking boom story. I don't know. The dude died in prison under. You know what I'm about to say. You know what I'm about to say. Don't. Let's not go there. Let's just change the subject real quick. Have you seen the new Dune? I did. It's fucking lame. It looks really cool and all, but I swear to God, dude, that movie is like not it. Everybody's talking about how it's like a masterpiece and this and that. No, 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 no. Fuck no. That movie was made for like Amazon Prime fucking wannabe sci-fi people who are obsessed with fucking same day delivery and fucking Roku and all that shit. Like that movie is like when Witch came out and all the kids who like don't really watch that many horror movies or dark movies were like, "Oh my God, this one's the one." Now I'm into film like this. Like I'm fucking dark, bro. Like Dune had this super fucking just like high in the desert, my mom's hot, and that's okay, fucking Burning Man vibe that I'm not on board with at all. I don't know. It did look awesome. I did like watching it pretty much the whole time, but after like the fifth fucking slow motion sexy shot of the kid staring at his mom in a tent and shit, I'm just like, dude, this is not about the fear. I don't know. Dune's all about fear. It's all about courage and fear and consciousness and shit like that and fucking politics and stuff. I don't know. It's dope. I feel like I couldn't have done any better for sure, but it was one of those things where it was like Dune is a hard thing to throw into video anyways, I would imagine, and I do like the David Lynch one because he tried to just put the whole thing in one movie. But even that one feels all crazy and goofy the whole time, but fucking, I don't know. It was just driving me crazy. It was cool. It looked awesome. I liked the way everything looked and like the vibe of it was pretty cool. All the ships and everything were really cool. It was a lot cooler than the fucking new Cowboy Bebop. Oh my fucking God. Dude, they did a terrible thing to that show. I watched the whole thing and was just like, it's gonna get good. It has to get good. Like, they already made the whole show for you. You just redo it. And that was not the case. They did a bad thing to that show. I feel bad. Don't watch it. Just watch the cartoon. The cartoon stands the test of time so hard. And you will honestly feel more like an adult for watching the fucking anime than watching that weird ass fucking Marvel movie style live action bullshit they got going on where they made all the characters clumsy and different too. Fucking annoying. Driving me crazy. Uh, I did see this movie Okja, OKJA. It was directed by the dude who did like Snowpiercer and The Host and Parasite. It's a fucking awesome ass movie about like factory farming and genetically modified animals and shit like that. And it's like in a hellish fucking modern reality fucking kind of comic booky world. I don't know. It was awesome. If you're gonna watch anything, I would super recommend that right now out of anything that I've seen lately. Don't watch Cowboy Bebop, and Dune is for incestuous Burning Man trust fund babies. Bye.